Chris, as a team, you won the 4 points, you won 2 medals, and you won the blue in the second quarter. You can't do a lot better than that for a season opener.
I think it was just important, obviously, to get off with a win. I think as a team, you do so much hard work in the pre-season, and to really come out and put a performance on the park that does allow you to get the win is important. We didn't start that well, and that's something that we spoke about as a group, and we'll assess during the week. But we did build into it, and we knew it was going to be a grind from the beginning, so we are happy that we come over the 4 points.
I mean, that third quarter, you absolutely blitzed them. I mean, that really set it up.
Yeah, well, as it's always been in football, known as the premiership quarter, and I think what we focused on is just giving great effort as a team. 22 players coming out there, giving great effort and playing their role, and to really kind of literally break it open in the third quarter was great for us, but it was still definitely a grind throughout the whole game.
That pressure you put on, you really seem to overwhelm them. It's obviously something that you want to do through the whole season.
Yeah, I think we really brought it to life last year, the second half of the year, with that enormous frontal pressure and trying to lock the ball in our forward line. And that's something we pride ourselves as a team, is just having a high pressure support from the 22 players. And you look at other great teams in the competition, and Essendon really brought that the night before against Adelaide. So most teams, when they do bring enormous pressure, great effort, and everyone's playing their role, it does all seem to work.
How's Matthew Pavlich going this morning? We saw the photo of his hand all swollen after spending a night in hospital. Yeah, all bandaged up. I've been asked that question before by my mum, and didn't actually know what happened to him at the time. But he's a true professional, and he'll do everything possible he can to make sure he's right to go. So looking at it there, it looks good, but we'll catch up with him during the week and see how he's really going. That's not the only issue, I suppose, for Pav. There was the contact with Will Schofield last night as well. Are you confident that he'll be available? Yeah, I actually haven't seen it myself yet, and I think the coaching staff and support staff have spoken with him, and they'll go through the procedures necessary. But yeah, haven't seen it yet, and probably wouldn't be able to know whether he's in strife or not. But he is a true professional and champion of the game, and I think everything he does isn't intentional, so he'll be fine. Good to win last night with him not performing probably at his best. I don't think you can say he's not performing. Like, whenever he's on the ground, he's doing something, and he's a crucial part of our side, and his resume speaks for itself. And when he's out there, he's drawing defenders, drawing opposition players, and that really allows the other forwards to get to work. So yeah, he didn't probably have his best game like he did last year, where he kicked 8, but he was still crucial to the way we set up and the way we play. I heard the footy commentators on TV last night saying that Freo has become even more Pav-centric. Is that your take on it, or do you think you're Pav-centric? No, not at all. Obviously, with the question then just said, we were still able to get the win last night, and he didn't have probably his best game. But he is a crucial part of our team. I think if he was any other side, he'd be a crucial part of their side as well. So, as I said, he's a champion of the game, and the way he presents himself on the footy field is probably crucial to the way we line up. But we've got other players that are willing to step up in that role, and everyone that does get their opportunity is expected to give great effort and play their role. You've got 2 weeks off now before you play the Bulldogs. I mean, last night was kind of the start you have when you're not having a start. You get all hyped up for the start of the season. Now you've got 2 weeks off. It's not ideal, is it? It's definitely a strange start to the season, but I think some of the boys that are a little bit battered and bruised will appreciate the 12-day break, and it really just gives us a little bit of time now to get our bodies right, prepare during the week, look at some vision and get it out in the training track where we can really improve. As we said, we do feel we still can improve, and that's what we're focusing on.
Hayden Valentine, have you seen him this morning? Is he going all right? He was limping a bit.
Yeah, he's rocked up this morning and gone through his measures of preparing to get ready for next week, and he's bubbly and upbeat, which is good to see. And I think he'll just be going through the procedures of what the physios and doctors expect of him, and just to get himself and his body right.
Early on last night, it seemed like the ball wasn't coming in, being delivered into you forwards all that well, and the Eagles were picking it off. Did you sort of regroup at quarter time, because you ended up getting a pretty big score on the board despite a slow start? Yeah, it was a slow start, and it was something where the Eagles came out and really set the scene early and how they came to play, and I don't think we really accepted that early and settled, but we did find our groove late, and I think it was good just to really
keep grinding away, and the midfielders and defenders really get to work, and they were excellent. They really got the ball inside forward 50 for us, especially in the second half, and that's all we can ask for them, and if we can do our part to try and finish off their hard work, that'll be excellent.
Daniel Pearce's celebration, just quickly, did you enjoy that when he got on the scoreboard?
Yeah, like you enjoy that. Someone that's passionate about the club, passionate about being here, that's what you want. We're thrilled to have him. He's a great player. He's had a terrific mentality since he's come to the club. He's really wanted to buy into what we expect of him. And last night, I think a bit of that emotion's come out, and the fans probably got around him, and that's what we want to see. We want to see someone being passionate when they come to this club, because it's such a great club.
Is that the perfect way to start the season, the way you played and the pressure you put on?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't say perfect. It was a way to start the season. It was definitely going to be a grind. It was going to be an arm wrestle. We know how good West Coast are. They're a top 4 side and have proven to be. And for us, it was a grind. It was a 22 players giving great effort for the whole 120 minutes, and it was a slow start, but we did build into it. And it's definitely important to get a win first up. It does build confidence and momentum into the season.
2 weeks to do your homework on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, exactly.